How is it going, folks? And happy Monday. Welcome back to Tokyo Rising. Today, there is an away day, fret not. I know it's been a little while since the last one. We have a league game to do against Grulla. Grulla, currently on the cusp of the playoffs. So this game's not going to be easy, but let's be honest, it's not the game we're really here for. The game that we're really here for is this one here, the Emperor's Cup quarterfinal. If you missed last episode, spoilers, we caused one of the biggest upsets I've ever had in a save game against Urawa Reds. We managed to win on penalties without a fit goalkeeper. Since then, we've played 2 matches, we've won 2 matches. We'll talk about these real quick. Editing Jack's annoyed already that I've not thrown to the intro, but we'll do it after this. This game here against Parqueiro, very good team. They are right up there in the table. 3-2, 91st minute goal for Vinicius Diniz. This man is quickly becoming a cult hero here on this channel. What a player. Sadly, however, in a game against FC Ryukyu, we drew 0-0. FC Ryukyu, if you're wondering, currently 18th in the league. Really should be beating a team like this. The good news today is if we look at goalkeepers, they've all got the capability to play if they need to. Sasaki is probably in goal for this first game. We need a win to go back ahead of Hollyhock. The title race is hotting up. The top 2 looks like a shoo-in, and yet we need to keep winning. There's still a fair few games left to play this season. Yes, folks, how is it going? I hope you're having a lovely weekend. If you're English, I hope you're not too hungover from the football where we definitely won the Euros, he says, recording this on a Friday. Like, I don't know what happens in the football. Maybe we won, or maybe you're just sad watching this. Either way, I hope you had a nice time. And of course, if you're Spanish watching this, be gentle. There's lots more of us English people, according to my demographics on the YouTube analytics side of things. We're all sad today, probably. Anyway, one reason to not feel sad today is because away days are back. I know the last 2 episodes we've not had them, mostly because we've been playing at home. With the Emperor's Cup, the lower seeded team is drawn as the home team in games, which I feel like has worked in our favour. Of course, Renoffer, who we take on later today in that Emperor's Cup game, are in J2. So we will have home advantage again. I feel like they are the weakest team alongside ourselves still in the competition. So having got some pretty big upsets already, probably just going to lose today. Anyway, to kick things off today, we are heading to the very inspiringly named Morioka Stadium in Morioka, Japan. Yeah, they really thought this one through, didn't they? Looks like Grulla are one of 2 teams that play in this league alongside Morioka Zebra. I mean, they've literally got a... but you can't guess what their kit is as a zebra. It's definitely not black white stripes. I don't know if I love or hate the badge. Either way, this stadium was built in 1998, so not the oldest stadium by any means. It looks kind of nice. It looks very picturesque, doesn't it, in this picture here? Let's go see what it's got to offer with an away day. So am I being correct here? I think this is one of the furthest games north we've done so far in this save game. Morioka is way up here. It's quite north in Japan. I'm sure we'll go further north than this at some point. Is this the right stadium? I think this is the right place. I'm looking at the blue and white seats here and cross-referencing it against the blue benches here. It looks the same to me. The trees match as well. And there is a second pitch over to the right. I'll tell you what, good detective work today. I'll tell you what's really giving it away. The blue roof. The blue roof matches, right? Yeah, it literally matches. Great detective. I should be like Sherlock Holmes or something. Now, what I will say is, concerningly, there's not loads of visible paths around the edge of the football stadium. Do you call it a stadium or stadiums? It's one stand that backs onto itself with 2 pitches either side. They've made the most of the space, haven't they? I wonder if they have 2 games going on at once. And if they do, can you just stand in the middle and kind of look at 2? That'd be fun. That's like what you do at parks. And I'll tell you what, nice little car park. I say little car park. I can't really tell the scale of the car park based on the aerial footage. They've not got the best of markings here. They've just decided to do the rare elusive dot marking. What I will say is, it's a cute car park if nothing else, is it? Don't mind me. I'm getting very distracted by the fact the stadium is over there. There is also a baseball stadium there. That's what the big stand is, the baseball ground next door. Look how picturesque this is. Just looking over the fields, mountains in the distance. I just feel at peace with the world. What is somewhat shattering that peace is the fact that I can't actually get anywhere near the football stadium. Is there even a view from the main road? I mean, there's that roof again. It definitely is the right place just based on the roof alone. And then there's just this big baseball stadium. It really makes the football stadium seem inadequate. I mean, look at the car parking on the baseball ground. I want to look at the car parking here. I can only assume that the baseball team that play here are a bit bigger than our opposition today. I was getting really excited, right? You've got Morioka here, which looks like a lovely little city, doesn't it, in all its 3D glory, and then it slowly goes 2D. Right where the stadium is. How upsetting is that? It's not they knew I was coming here for an away day and they've just decided to spite me. I'm really sad about this because the stadium in this picture here just looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? What a picturesque view. I know it's not the biggest football stadium in the world, but it's got a car park, it's got a baseball ground next door. The views are immense, but how am I meant to judge the inside of it when I can't get in it? I just can't. I mean, the only thing it's really got going for it is the fact there were two pitches next to each other with one stand. Never seen that before. That's a first for an away day, so I feel like it gets a couple of points of that in the car park. But let's be real, I can't give it more than a 6 out of 10, can I? Anyway, saying all of that, we are going to get into this game today. It's a big game for us against Grulla. I'd love to get a result here, but they're up in 7th. They've been in some good form, so I don't expect this to be easy. We have also got our cup game to look forward to during the week, so I've kind of got one eye ahead to that one. In spite of that, our league form has to kind of take absolute priority. As I mentioned, in terms of goalkeeping, Sasaki is the first to no longer have an injury, has passed a fitness test, but let's be honest, of our goalkeeping options, this guy is the worst. He did keep a clean sheet in one of the 2 games he's played since last episode, mind you. I need him to come up good again today. In terms of the rest of the team, it is pretty much at full strength. I've still been umming and ahhing about the whole left-back thing. Numata had a couple of good games there, but then lost fitness. I think I'm going to bring him back into the team today in favour of Takeshi and then move Ataki to centre-back. Ataki is such a weird player because I've been using him at left-back a lot, but actually he is definitely a much, much better centre-back option. But we've just got a lot of centre-backs that I'm trying to juggle the happiness off. We've got Rio in on loan. We've obviously got Takeshi, who I think will slowly but surely now transition into being more of a backup for us unless we get an acceptable bid, come the off-season. But in terms of the best team right now, I think it is something like this with Mitsuhashi at right back. If you're wondering, by the way, because I realised he was in the team there, Toyoshima, who's this guy? I signed him at the start of the year and put him in the B team, and I kind of forgot I left him in the B team. We signed him on a free transfer as a breakthrough prospect, but actually he's quite good. So I played him at right back last game against the team in 18th. That is the game that we didn't win, mind you, so maybe he's a reason for that. But it did finish 0-0. Can I blame a right back for not scoring? I'm going to blame you. I'm sorry, Yoshitaka. Anyway, one other big miss for us today is Kayanoki. He is out injured for up to, 11 days. Very unlikely to start the next game. That means that Sakurai, who I have been sticking in at left mid fairly often, is going to start there today. I know he can't really play this position, but once he becomes a semi-competent winger, I actually feel like he's going to be pretty good in this role. His physicals kind of line up nicely for it. The 20-year-old has put in some good performances as a striker. Going to drop him deeper. I'm a little bit tempted to bring in Omarov for today's game. I feel like I've not given Omarov enough of a chance. Batata, your recent form's not great, is it? In fact, when you look at both our strikers, the recent form isn't great. Batata, you can have a rest, mate. Omarov, on you come. We'll save Batata for the cup game. That's my logic. Really, I just want to give Omarov a run out. One thing I have been struggling with this year is having to drop down players' kind of playing roles slightly through the year. We've got a lot of players listed as important players or first-team regulars who simply aren't good enough to fulfill that role in the squad. What that is meaning is I'm not playing them enough and they're then complaining. Batata's been playing lots lately. Omarov, less so. So I'm hoping if I start him today, that will appease him. Maybe he'll complain to me a little bit later on. Either way, if it doesn't work out for us, we've now got Batata on the bench to potentially bring on, as we're already halfway through the first half here. It's like the game knows we want to just get to the cup game, isn't it? Oh my, what? Denise is at the woodwork there. In fact, no, the keeper parried it over. That was a great chance. First chance the game saved. Normally, I don't commentate these kind of corners because they often end up being the pointless aftermath highlight, but I'm feeling optimistic. Maybe I should be feeling a little bit deluded. Sakurai tries to put it in. It's blocked. It's out for another corner. Nothing's going to come of this. Football Manager just wants to show me it. Normally in videos, I edit out all these corners. I'm going to leave this one in the hopes that it's the 1 in 20 chance where we do actually end up scoring from the corner. It's headed away. Omarov, prove me wrong. Get something to happen. Mitsuhashi, options in the middle. Yamada could pull the trigger. Does pull the trigger. Forces the keeper into a save. We're knocking on the door, but not truly testing them yet. Takahashi bringing it out from the back for them, lays it to Yamamoto. Grulla have not done a lot in this game, but we're yet to find a breakthrough of our own. Numata back in the team at left back with a nice little ball inside to Denise. He's going to lay it wide to Komori. Players queuing up in the middle. Omarov is under it. Omarov is there. Suddenly, I look like a genius for playing him in this game. I'll tell you what, the cross into the box here by Kamori is one of the most floaty of floaty crosses I've ever seen. It's come down from the heavens and landed on Omarov's head like a blessing. He's headed it in. 10 minutes before half-time, we take a lead. We have had 13 shots, 7 on target in this first half so far. We have been all over them, really. Maybe should have scored a couple of more. Maybe going to live to regret the fact that we've not scored more. Tanabe whips it in. It's headed downwards. It's blocked away there. Suzuki's effort can't find the back of the net. And, well, we now have the corner that I said nothing ever comes of to come here. Is anything going to happen in this one? No, Sasaki saves it. I really should have just edited this out the video, shouldn't I? Who knows, maybe Editing Jack will have edited it out the video, in which case you're hearing this line thinking, what's he edited out? You'll never know, except you probably will, he's lazy like that. Not changing anything at half-time, just being a nice motivational leader to the team. Couple of players in the defence on bookings. You know what, I have the personnel to bring in here where it's just not worth risking it. Takeshi is going to come in at centre-back, and a man who's going to come in at right-back is Jae-Min Ahn. This guy we've got on loan for the year. I've kind of used him as our super useful backup option. He's a little bit better than Kobayashi, I think, but actually he's not really wowed me so far. I'm currently paying this guy £600 a week. I won't be signing him permanently, but he's coming on here. Okay, we've taken off both players on bookings. Denise is going to take a free kick there. Every time I see Denise take a free kick, I expect it to end in a goal. Sakurai now, wonderful left foot to whip in towards the back post. Takeshi's under it. Takeshi is there. He's in the castle. He's in the house, on off the bench. Instant impact. Sakurai with a really nice in-swing and cross. Takeshi leapt highest. 2 of their defenders went for it, but they jumped way too early. They were coming down as Takeshi rose, and, well, with an hour left of this game now, I'm going to make another change, I think. Matsushita coming back from injury. Come on for Takagi. I want to keep Takagi fit here. Don't want to risk losing our star striker, although, well, he's still on the pitch here. He could still get a goal before he departs. He lays it to Yamada, who hits the crossbar. And that was very nearly a goal from nowhere. 25 minutes left here. Still 2 goals to the good. They've only had 1 shot on target. They actually have an XG of 0.96. We didn't see the highlight where they missed, but presumably it was a really good chance. Sasaki, of course, our 3rd choice goalkeeper. So far, so good for him. He's kept 1 clean sheet in 2. If he could keep another one here, suddenly it's 2 clean sheets in 3, and he looks like my best goalkeeper from a very small sample size. Matsushita is in by. Matsushita scores. That's lovely to see. Omarov with the assist as well. Matsushita, of course, a player that we tried to play at the start of the year a little bit, got a very serious injury, dislocated shoulder, missed 3 months. He's only been back a month or 2. Great to see him get a goal there. Just as a little reminder, Grulla are 7th in the league. They are no pushovers by any means, and yet we've looked so good in this game. Denise, you've shown me 2 of these already. Is this one going to be any better? The Brazilian steps up. He hits it. We've hit the post again. How many times have we hit the woodwork today? It's absolutely insane. I don't know how we've not got more. I mean, Numata's had a rush of blood there, hasn't he? The left-back shot. What a waste. Been able to rest our 2 strikers at least a little bit. Batata's not even had to come on. Switch things up at the back. 4 minutes of added time played. It's another clean sheet. It's another really good win. And if I'm not mistaken, Hollyhock had played a game more than us. This was our game in hand. And so with it, we're back to the summit. Really, really good result for us there. Raylak, by the way, have just dropped down to 5th. They lost a crunch game in the playoffs, which, I'll tell you what, the race for is really hotting up. Grulla not winning there. Could be massive come the end of the year. Denise is out for 3 to 4 days. Our next game in that Emperor's Cup match is in 4 days. I'm going to hope he is fit. I am going to rest up the players. I want to dwell on this moment and bring up Omarov and stuff, but let's be honest, we've got bigger fish to fry. There's a J2 fish coming right up. Don't go anywhere. Okay, let's be honest, this was the game you were waiting for all weekend. If you have just skipped to this point in the video, I want you to know you're a terrible human being and you made me sad, but I do kind of understand it. Look, we're taking on Renault for here. Emperor's Cup. And I'll tell you what I found a little bit interesting going into this game. We are listed as slight favourites due to our home advantage. They are currently 16th in J2 Renault. They're not having the best of times. In fact, they're 3 points above the drop. So you could argue they should be there for the taking. Whether or not, though, we can close the gap, you know, from the top of the J3 division to, well, let's be honest, lower league J2 team remains to be seen. The bookies seem to back us. I want to back us as well. But sadly, if we're going to do it, it's probably going to be without Kayanoki, who I know it says he's passed a fitness test. He's not fit. Is this exclusively a me thing? I know I've asked this before. Would you play this guy in this situation? Genuine question. Am I playing Football Manager wrong? The game says he can play, but with that level of fitness, I'm not willing to risk it. Also, Batata, who I rested for that next game coming up today, is suspended. So that's really, I forgot he was suspended. Good job that Omarov had a good game to get some form in, isn't it? So Otsuka is going to be our man with a plan on the bench. I'll be honest, he's not the best of plans to have, is he? Takeshi also struggling a little bit of an injury, but I think he's going to be fine. Denise, on the other hand, fitness test not required. I do not like that level of fitness. I hate the fact I have to drop him for today's game because he was the hero of the last leg. But I'm going to start Yoshikawa as our defensive midfielder option in this one. Besides that, though, I want to say this is a full-strength team. Let's be honest, there's a lot of compromises in different areas here. It's going to be tough. We're just going to have to give it our best go. If you were wondering, by the way, Ranofa's key man here is Tanaka. He is a very, very good winger. Not your typical winger, I have to say. He's definitely, I can't believe what I'm saying this, he's definitely a wide target forward at heart. Look at that. He could do this role, kind of. Having looked through their team, though, and having looked through our team, I actually feel like we go into this game, like the game suggests, as slight favourites. I think we've got enough quality on the pitch to hurt them. We are missing a number of very, very good players. Junpei Noda did pass a fitness test, but I'm not going to play him because Sasaki has been in good form. Noda hasn't wowed me. This team's form isn't the best, and yeah, I feel like this is not the game to bring in a goalkeeper who's been out for a month in for his first game in a while. I am keeping faith in Sasaki. I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel like there's just a goalkeeping howler coming, isn't there? They've got a set piece, by the way, 4 minutes into this game. Tanaka, who I've just mentioned, very good in the air, heads over for us, fortunately, there, but maybe just a little warning. Their key player's quite good in the air. Why did I say that Omarov had played well? Why did I say anything about Otsuka being a man with a plan? Do I bring in Otsuka or Matsushita? I should clarify here. Omarov injured. I mean, who is better out of Otsuka and Matsushita? Who would you bring on in this situation? Otsuka's quicker, Matsushita a lot better in other areas, but the 15 finishing. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to go with Matsushita. My head says Matsushita is the sensible option here. I'm kind of tempted to play Takagi up top and then play Matsushita as the pressing forward. I feel like he can do this role fairly well. I feel like this Emperor's Cup run has been just full of twists and turns and things not going to plan, but somehow we stumble our way through. The amount of first-team players actually missing for this game is somewhat mad. The injuries we've had this year really have piled up. I'm not sure what that's down to. Is it down to our staff? Is it down to the facilities we have, the number of games we have, just the level of fitness of players? I don't know. I'm going to hope that we have enough players to survive the end of this game as the ball was whipped there towards Takagi. It was plucked off his head by Terakado in goal for them. Their goalkeeper, I'd like to think, will be kept busy today. He launches it long. We win the header there. Sakurai now playing it towards Matsushita. Fresh off the bench. Not exactly coming on against a tired defence, mind you. Hosaka for them lays it wide to Fukuda. First open play chance, I feel like, incoming here as they work the ball around really nicely. Tanaka hits it. Tanaka scores it. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. Not ideal. If I'm not mistaken, in the games against Kashima Antlers and Urawa Reds, we were never behind. That was kind of something that we had going for us. We'd get the early goal, we'd hold on for 0-0 in the case of the latter game. Going a goal down here is going to be a bit of a test, and I know I'm not going to have this option next year in Football Manager, so I'm going to use it while I can. I've got Shouty. There's now a highlight immediately, and he's just gone for an overhead kick there. That's outrageous. I'm glad it's gone that far wide, mind you. Okay, Mitsuhashi at right back. Throws it forward to Takagi. I have to say, I love the fact that Mitsuhashi's still here. I know we were trying to replace him throughout pre-season, but he's served his purpose, the right back. He's been here now for 4 whole years. He joined us in the lower leagues. He's still here now. Yamada, of course, departing the club. Can he give us a parting gift? That shot was blocked wide. Matsushita was the man with the chance there. I love the fact that I'm being told by my assistant about Sakurai playing out of position at left mid. Like, he's going to learn to play it eventually. Yamada. Matsushita. This is nice. Is the ball of quality at the end? The answer's sadly not. It's cleared away. Matsushita, he has been involved in everything at the moment. It's another short corner here. Given back to Matsushita. He goes down in a crumple. Sadly, doesn't get it. And now Hosaka gets his fingertips or toe tips on it. He toe punted it away. Fortunately, we've won it back. Let's move on from that commentary. Komori hits the woodwork. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm glad the players are putting in a better performance than I am with my talking. Still a goal down here, but we've not kind of faltered. We've not completely given up hope. You know, we've not just panicked yet. Obviously, if the game continues like this and we can't get a goal, I will then panic. But at the moment, at the very least, we're in a good spot here. Mitsuhashi is bringing it forward, crosses it in. Masushita is there. It's 2 goals in 2 games for him. An unlikely hero steps forward. When the world needed him the most and our second and third best strikers weren't available, he turned up in the moment of need. Mitsuhashi putting the ball in the right back. Matsushita with the goal. I won't get them muddled up today. 1-1, we're back in it. I've not mentioned it yet today, just a reminder, this is the quarterfinals. If we win this competition, Champions League. I'm gonna keep saying it, but I've said it every episode and it's not jinxed us yet. I thought for a second it was going to jinx us there. It might still jinx us. Okay, Sasaki saves it. I feel like their attacker got a really good block for us there to stop their chance. And, well, I was waiting for the highlight to end. It's not yet ended. What's happening? The ball's going to go over the top. For a moment, I wondered if Matsushita might be able to slip in behind. He's not able to. Renofa with the ball here. Having got a goal back to draw it level, it'd be heartbreaking now to concede before the break. The ball's coming in back post. Tanaka wins the header. Ito now with it. They don't play direct, do they? Here, Shimura shoots. Yeah, don't want to concede before the break. Half-time here, 1-1. We've not created a lot in this game. In fact, we've had 1 shot on target. But look at the XG. We're XG merchants. We're beating them there. 39% of the ball. I want to tell the players I'm happy. If I do that, complacency is going to set in. So I'm going to tell them I'm not happy. Deep down inside, pretty chuffed with what I've seen there. Going to shout some words of encouragement to start the second half as well. I'm a loving leader today. I will motivate the troops. I will rally them into battle. I won't be doing any marching on the front lines, though. Not sure I could contribute much on the pitch itself. I think it's down to those 11 men currently on there to make a difference, and potentially the subs that I may have to make if they score here. Fukuda scores for them. It's 2-1. It's my least favourite highlight in Football Manager this year. It is the throw-in on one side, then a cross just whipped to the back post. This highlight happens a ridiculous amount. I don't want to ruin the game for you by pointing out this thing, but now I've mentioned it, you're going to spot it all the time. It makes me angry. Okay, an hour played here. The reality is we've not created enough yet in this game. We need to create that a little bit more. I'm going to make changes to try and make that happen. Denise, I'm going to bring in for Yoshikawa here. I feel like we need him in our moment of need. Looking at the ratings, the wide players really have struggled today, but to be honest, I just don't have wide options to bring on, unfortunately. Sawada is one option who I could bring on at left mid, but he's not exactly an inspiring option. Takagi's on a 6.3. That is disappointing. Usually I have a really good idea with the subs I want to make. I'll be honest, I'm looking through my options here, feeling thoroughly underwhelmed. What I am wondering is if maybe I move Yamada to play out on the left wing and then bring in Yoniyama as the deep line playmaker. I kind of forget, actually, Yamada can actually play as a left winger. It's not necessarily where you'd want him to play, but I feel like he can do a job here. He's had a good game at centre mid. I need him to move wide. In terms of the Takagi situation, I feel like he's good enough. You just have to leave him on the pitch and hope. Going to go to the more attacking system. We've now made 4 subs, so I've only got 1 sub left unless it goes to extra time. Meanwhile, they're on the attack here. Yoshida, let the tactical changes happen, Football Manager, before you break my heart. Let me feel like I had a chance to stop something happening. Suzuki, edge of the box, could pull the trigger, does pull the trigger. Okay, it's gone wide. Now it's time to attack. We've still only had 1 shot on target in this game. It has not been the day that we needed it to be. We have played so well in this competition. We've knocked out 2 J1 teams, but right here and now, it's all coming unstuck against J2 opposition. They are 3-1 up here. There's 15 minutes left. It's a set piece that has hurt us the most, and it was Tanaka, who is their key man. I said he'd be good in the air. I said he'd be a wide target forward. He's hurting me now. He is hurting me. I mean, one of the issues that we have got at this point is simply the fact we're running out of time, and we've not had shots in this game. We've not got it forward into a dangerous area at all. I've already got things out pretty aggressively in this regard. In transition, it's time to distribute it quicker. I want to get it into the wide area, but let's try and do that through longer kicks. Yoniyama, mate, at this point, you might as well go and play as an advanced playmaker. Otsuka, I'm going to bring on for Takagi. I can't believe I'm making that change, but I feel like we've just been let down by Takagi when we needed him. I say that. He's not exactly created a load, has he? He's not had a load of chances that he's missed. He's just not been involved in the play. He's one of those players who, you know, when a team gets battered and someone tweets out, like, the pass map for the striker who only took kickoffs. I feel like that's the kind of game that Takagi's had here. They're on the attack again. Stop. Stop. We're already dead. It's offside. It's not going to count. We've got 14 minutes. We're still 2 goals down. It's not looking good. Okay, Denise, Come with Denise, come with the moment. It's whipped in. Yamada's there. Can he finish it? He can. The flag hasn't been raised. I was waiting for an offside or something. It's 3-2. Don't count us out yet. I mean, look at the match momentum, but don't count us out yet. I still have belief. Yamada shoots, Yamada scores. I'm selling him at the end of the year for £650,000. Whilst he's here, I'm going to make the most of him. There's 5 minutes left. Now they've got a set piece. They've already scored one of these. Surely not another. That's only just gone over. Okay, shouting demand more. There's 3 minutes left. There's another corner. Where is Tanaka? Just give it to him again. We all know what you're going to do. Okay, they didn't actually do it. That shot's gone over, though. I mean, at this point, it's just roll of the dice stuff, isn't it? There is no point in holding anything back here. Let's get men forward. Let's try and make something happen. I've created a monstrosity. We're on very attacking too. And we have 5 minutes. Make that 4 minutes. Of course, it will still go to extra time if we were to get one back. As we go attacking, we're going to leave ourselves open, but I don't want to end things without swinging. Otsuka, Matsushita, he's through. He finishes it. It's 3-3. It's free. It's not over. It's not over. Right, pause the game. Get everyone back. At this point, I'm now considering, do I go to the more defensive system? I feel like this is a lot more defensively solid for us, but now, you know what? I'm going to be brave. We're staying on the front foot here. I might live to regret it. What a goal, by the way, by Matsushita. Denise, Mitsuhashi, they're right back involved again, this time giving it to Otsuka. It's all the players you wouldn't expect popping up with stuff, isn't it? Oh my, it's 3-3. It's actually 3-3. Okay, no more highlights. Just get me to extra No. They've got a corner. Ataki, that's not a good defensive header. Surely not. It's deflected. It's in. The flag's raised again. I love that linesman. Give him a trophy or something at the end of this competition. Not that it's corruption, just he's really good at raising his flag when I need him to. We're going to extra time here against Ranoffa. I'm not sure quite how we've done it, but it's the Tokyo 23 way, innit? That is basically our motto. We do it our way. Part of me wonders if I should have gone to the more conservative counter-attacking system here, having got back into this game at 3-3, but this is what's delivered goals. We weren't really creating anything with the counter-attacking system. It's not exactly like we've created a ton here. We have been massively overperforming our XG and just been clinical in front of goal. The change, by the way, to take off Takagi looks inspired. Is Matsushita onside? He's one-on-one. This is for a hat-trick. He's bloody done it! What is happening here? Denise has got an assist as well. This is one of the most stupendous cup runs you're ever going to see in any Football Manager save game ever. I love the fact that we've done every game of it. Even if it ends here, I've had my fun. I've enjoyed myself. It's 4-3. I tell you what, why have I not been playing Matsushita as a pressing forward all the time? He's a bloody god. Okay, 5 minutes left of the first half of extra time. It's 4-3. It's still a 1-goal game. Of course, if we can get one more goal here, then I might start to party then. Then again, maybe I'm getting carried away. The ball's been gifted, though, to Komori. Matsushita, surely not another. He's actually got another. Is that 4? Has he scored 4 goals for me on off the bench? I'll tell you what, Omarov getting injured, a blessing. Kudo here, no idea what he's doing. I'm going to give him kudos for playing his teammate into trouble. Komori picked up, laid it to Matsushita. An Ollie Watkins-esque angle, if I might say so myself. What a finish. There is a kick-off highlight. If they get one more back, I'm not sure my heart's going to take it. I thought, you know, we'll get that extra goal. Now I can relax. Or are we about to do it again? Matsushita, Yamada, he's cutting inside. He's shot. It's blocked. But Yoniyama's going to keep this alive. Mitsuhashi, the right back, he's not scared to get forward. He drills it in. We've scored another. We were 3-1 down with how many minutes left? How many? With 8 minutes left. It's now 6-3. I don't even know what to say. I love this team. I've never seen a cup run like this in any of my Let's Plays ever. We're going to make it to the semi-finals as a Division 3 side. And it's silly, to be frank. It's ridiculous. Okay, there's 15 minutes left. If you told me I was going to be relaxed in the second half of extra time, I probably would have laughed at you. Matsushita's on a 10.0, by the way. Yamada's on an 8.1. Everyone's having a good old time. Since we've changed things up, we have been a different beast here. There is 7 minutes left. Let them have a goal. Let them have a little bit of hope, Football Manager. Sasaki, not the best goalkeeping. He's managed to get it partially away. Yamada, though, caught out. Uchida, Suboi. Sasaki makes the save. It was offside. It didn't matter, but he still made the save. Okay, Yamada's got injured. That's annoying. Sawada you're going to come in. I really hope that's not a bad injury to Yamada. Knee injury. Knee injuries are scary, aren't they? Okay, extra time here is going to come and go. What a ridiculous game of Football Manager that is. Matsushita with a 92nd minute goal to draw it level. And then he went on and got 4 in the game. I mean, it's silly, isn't it? Very well done. Very happy. Are we going to take on Vissel Kobe? They were the team I was eyeing up as a likely opposition. So we won 6-3. Espal, sadly, have lost. So that's one of the J2 teams out. As for Rosso, who we take on, they're playing Vissel Kobe. They've not played that game yet. When is that game being played? Is it happening soon? It's happening on the 13th of October. That's a month away. Okay. Vissel Kobe have got Asian Champions League games going on. And they're also in the J Cup semi-final somewhere. No wonder that game's been pushed back so far. I mean, we're going to come back for the Emperor's Cup semi-final next time. I don't know who it's going to be against. Probably Vissel Kobe. As for the injuries, Omarov's out for 3 weeks. Less than ideal. Yamada, 3 weeks too. Apparently, the fans want a permanent deal struck for Matsushita. Yet, just as a reminder, I sold Matsushita and loaned him back for £100,000. Are our fans aware that he used to be our player? Apparently not. Now, I did see a couple of comments after the last episode saying this is getting unrealistic now. You've knocked out 2 J1 teams. Just as a reminder, in real life, a J2 team in Ventforet Kofu did win the Emperor's Cup. And the year that they won that competition, which is absolutely hilarious, by the way, was 2022, when they finished 18th in J2. Yeah, they finished 18th in the second division and won and got Champions League football. So, weirder stuff in Japan's happened. And, of course, it kind of goes without saying, I've done a lot of Football Manager saves on YouTube over the last 10 plus years. I don't think I've ever got this far in any national team competition with a Division 3 team, or maybe even a Division 2 team. We are very much in uncharted territories. I'm enjoying the ride. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying it too. Like I said, next episode, obviously, we're back for the semi-final. In the intermission, I'm going to hope that our league form continues. I feel like ourselves and Hollyhock are somewhat pulling away. Catalan are not a million miles away, and we have got injuries, so maybe there's a little bit of a reason for concern, but we're going to be okay, right? I hope we're going to be okay. The injuries do scare me slightly. Anyway, folks, we're going to leave things there for today. You probably thought about 15 minutes ago the episode was about to end with us losing. No, wrong. We go marching on. We're still here, and I'm bloody excited. Tomorrow, more action. See you same time and place as always. It's me, Jack. Catch you in a bit. I'm out.